Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters at the start of the jam. 4 of these skaters are called blockers, and 1 is called the jammer. The jammer wears a helmet cover with a star on it and scores points for the team. The blockers are playing both offense and defense at the same time, and together they make up what is called the pack. The 2 jammers start each jam behind the pack and must get through all of these skaters for an initial pass before they can begin to score points. When the initial pass is complete, a jammer can score 1 point for every opponent they pass with their hips. The first jammer out of the pack legally is declared lead jammer, which means they can end the jam anytime they want before the 2 minutes are up. Sounds easy, right?
Good afternoon and welcome to the hangar at Oaks Park. All right, welcome back everyone. Who's excited for some roller derby today? All right, let's hear it. These skaters have been working hard all summer, ready for this first bout of the awesome junior season, ready to get underway here. Our bout today will be between the Killer Bees and the Skaters of Doom. All right, before we get started, we have to do a few of our normal things here. Please stay on your side of the black bumpers. We all know that that's for our safety as well as the skaters. And please do not walk in front of the crowd during the gameplay. There's plenty of time between jams to do that. And before we get any further, I'd also like to thank all of our officials, both skating and non. Put your hands together for them. And of course, all of our volunteers that do all the hard work to put this event on. Give them a big hand as well. All right, and without any further ado, I know y'all didn't come to hear me. We're going to give it up to my friend Shifty, and here we go.
How you doing, everybody? It is my honor today to introduce to you the Killer Bees. Number 36, Piranha Pixie. Number 31, False Glitch. Number 299, Rotten Mango. Number 50, Healthy. Number 423, Leonard Skinner. Number 54, Magusa. Number 814, Lucille Brawl. Number 360, Yellow Jacket. Number 17, skating for their first game today is Scarburst. Also skating for the first time, 81, Pom Pom Fury. Another first timer, 117, Nova Pain. And first timer, number 4, Tropical Punch. First timer, 696, Beelzebub. 245, also skating for the first time, Lil Havoc. And last but not least, 108 is T-Rex, the Killer Bees.
All right, fans, and now it is my honor and distinct pleasure to bring to you in the blue tops today, the Skaters of Doom. Wearing 789, your captain, all ice. 132, the Kraken. 111 is ballistic. 587 and explosive. 777 is screaming death. 100 Bob the Fred. Number 7 Voldemort. 777 playing in their first game here, Hitterbug. 4-4, also a first-timer, Lemon Bomb. Number 5, also making their debut here at the hangar, Doomslay Adams. Number 9, also in their first bout, Pandemonium. One more first-timer, 118, I'll get you. Number 19, also a first-timer, Orange Screamsicle. Also making their debut here today, 213, Patsy U. And last but never least, another first-timer today, Honeybee Sting 999. Skaters of Doom are coached by Joni Jet, Cat Hurton, Pop-Tart, and Nazgul. Put your hands together for the Skaters of Doom. I thought I did that already. Thank you. Thought I did that already. All right, like I said, once again, fans, welcome back to the hangar. Beautiful late summer day here in Portland. We'd like to welcome all of our fans on the internet, too. We'll be having a little bit different call for those folks at home. We're the house call as well as on the internet.
Super excited to be back to roller derby. It feels like a lifetime.
It does. It's great to be back. Love to watch the juniors play.
And Explosive and Healthy at the line. Here we go, get ready for the first jam. And we're off. Healthy quickly through for lead jammer. And Explosive's navigating the pack. And breaks out for the initial pass while Healthy makes the first scoring pass and calls it off. Quick 4 and go, huh?
There you go, that's the way to start it off.
Lucille Brawl and Ballistic at the line. Ballistic quickly through for lead jammer.
Wow, Ballistic threw quickly on that exchange. And it looks like Lucille Brawl now through the pack as well. Ballistic engaging the pack.
Ballistic through for a scoring pass.
Nice defense on that time by Beelzebub for the Killer Bees.
All right, both teams now with a quick score and go. Oh, Killer Bees managed to steal one there, though. Pandemonium and Magusa at the line.
Some nice defense being played there. 19, Orange Screamsicle.
Pandemonium.
Some nice defense there. And now Magusa is also through on the initial pass. Pandemonium through that pack and a little hop over the apex there. Looks like T-Rex trying to get in the way there, but no luck.
The quick call off, but Killer Bees managed to steal one last point there. Honeybee Sting and Halsey at the line.
Oh,
Honeybee Sting.
Wow, right up the middle, finding a hole.
That's a quick attack. That's a sort of a B-on-B crime, isn't it?
Meanwhile, Halsey being held up there by Lemon Bomb and company. Nice recycle that time. Oh, there's Halsey finding the inside now, through on the initial pass for the Bees. Honeybee Sting through, also Halsey quickly through the pack. Honeybee Sting on the inside with a hop and a jump, and it's through.
Apex
Honeybee
jumping.
Sting. Oh, meanwhile, Halsey going through the pack as well, just a little delay.
This is Honeybee Sting's debut competing, deciding to put on a show for us.
Maybe just first time here at the hangar, huh? Halsey now through with 4 more points for the Bees, taking the lead in the score count of this particular jam. There's the call off from Honeybee Sting. Not before 2 more though from Halsey for the Bees. We have a lead change. Looks like the Bees now take the lead 20-19.
That was a 14-11 jam, quite a scoring jam.
All right, looks like we have a timeout here for the officials real quick.
All right, here we go. Lil Havoc and Bob the Fred at the line. And we're off. Bob the Fred weaves in and out.
Yeah. Oh, it's like 2-4-5. Lil Havoc is going to the penalty box. We have a power jam now for Bob the Fred and the Skaters of Doom. That's our first penalty here this afternoon. Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. So Bob the Fred now on a power jam. Coming through the pack. Bob the Fred finds the inside line and is through. All right, Bob the Fred now back into the pack. Waving through. Making their way through. Bob the Fred.
Bob the Fred, who is now a seasoned veteran, showing us all how it's done. 12-point jam so far.
All right, there's the call.
I remember when I was officiating the first time Bob the Fred was skating. Bob the Fred would get out of the pack and then look at me and go, I don't know what to do.
All right,
Lemon Bomb and Lucille Brawl are off. Lucille Brawl quickly through the inside for lead jammer. And here comes Lemon Bomb.
Oh, it looks like a penalty called on the jammer for the Killer Bees, Lucille Brawl. So we have another power jam for Lemon Bomb, who was just now taken out of bounds by Yellow Jacket. Lemon Bomb nowhere to go. Once again, Yellow Jacket and company there. Lemon Bomb now run out of bounds there by Yellow Jacket. Again, some nice one-on-one blocking there, Yellow Jacket. And Lucille Brawl out of the penalty box and through. Now Lemon Bomb does make it through. This jam will go all the way, no lead jammer. And Lucille Brawl through quickly on the inside.
Lemon Bomb will head to the penalty box. Oh, I think she just threw up on the floor.
All right, we have a little timeout here. I'd like to remind you that all of our timeouts are brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Taper, the official realty sponsor of Rose City Rollers. Let me see this. Don't forget, roller derby fans, we only have 57 days to go before Global Champs right here in Portland. Tickets for the Global Champs are on sale now, November 1st through the 3rd at Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Be sure to get your tickets. You are definitely going to want to go. It's going to be the greatest roller derby ever. The greatest teams from all around the globe will be here: Australia, Europe, South America, of course, North America, and our very own Wheels of Justice defending their 4-time world championship status and keeping that Hydra trophy right here at the hangar. So be sure to get those tickets. We're all excited, and I know you will be too.
I also like to remind you that the concession stand at the garage door at the end of the hangar benefits the Rosebuds All-Stars national travel team in the enormous expense that it takes for us to travel and compete for the national title. This year, our Rosebuds national team took the silver medal nationally. Hopefully this year we'll get them the gold. So go and spend lots of money.
Also, I understand, Shifty, that today's raffle will be benefiting the Rosebuds travel team as well. There's almost $350 worth of good stuff in that raffle basket. Some killer pads, standard issue backpack, roller girl panel, original artwork, a bottle of wine, cocktail making kit. Can I buy tickets? Portland leather goods, Alpine punch, pouch, back to school supplies, Mike Bennett yard sign, don't litter, pizza auto, gift certificate, roller girl graphic novel, and handmade wooden wine stopper. All that good stuff in the basket today. We'll be pulling the winner at the halftime of the second game here today. So if you're not going to be here, put your name on the ticket. Put your name on that ticket. And there goes Don Juan selling them raffle tickets right now in front of the crowd. So be sure to get them. $1 will get you 1 ticket. $5 will get you 10 tickets. Or $20 will get you your height in tickets. Or somebody really tall. You find one of them referees with skates on or something. Anyway, that'll do it. So we got, don't forget about the raffle.
Something in that basket for everybody. Something for the grown-ups, something for the kids. All you got to do is look for the guy in the psychedelic outfit that makes you feel like you're having a flashback to 1968. And he'll get you some tickets. For 20 bucks, you can get him as high as you can stand. Look at we got
there's our tall guy right there.
We got a tall guy who's gonna reach up to the sky and get you a whole bunch of tickets.
You're gonna be selling a lot of tickets with that guy there, Don.
Also, over at the merch booth, all these teams have merch. Show your support. Wear the colors of your team.
All right, looks like we're just about ready to get going again here. Once again, thank all of our volunteer crew for being so Johnny on the spot there to clean up the mess and get it going. Here we go. So it does look like we're going to have a power start here for Helsey. And the Killer Bees with a power start.
And Helsey through for lead jammer. We have a pretty close game here.
Helsey through that pack. All right, Ballistic back out of the penalty box now and joining the pack. The Ballistic is through.
And Ballistic is through.
Oh, and a forearm called on Helsey. So now we have a power jam for Ballistic.
Almost had that game tied up.
Ballistic finding their way. Turn 2, now on the back straight, and through is Ballistic. Some fancy backward skating.
More fancy backward skating.
Oh, and a cut track called on Ballistic. So we're just playing swap the power jam. Back out is Helsey now on the full power jam for the Killer Bees.
And Helsey quickly through on a scoring pass. Back and forth, and away we go.
Run out of bounds over there. Number 19, Orange Screamsicle with a nice defense on that one. We do have a lead change.
There's the lead change.
There it is. Killer Bees now 1 point, 44-43. That was a weird jam. A lot of power jams going on there.
It's going to be a power start. Ballistic in the penalty box. Piranha Pixie jamming for the Killer Bees. A little bit of penalty confusion there. Ballistic quickly through from the box. Out of the box and into lead jammer. Ballistic now also a seasoned veteran of the Pedalist program.
Oh, Ballistic trying that inside line, but no luck. It's like Piranha Pixie now out on the initial pass. Ballistic is through.
Ballistic scores and calls it, taking over that lead.
Hey fans, we'd also like to remind you the Jam Line is brought to you by the Jam on Hawthorne, Portland's best vegan-friendly, booze-friendly, kid-friendly, omnivore-friendly, everybody-friendly place for breakfast. That's the Jam on Hawthorne.
All right, we're off. Lucille Brawl and Patsy Yu. Lucille Brawl, quickly lead jammer.
Patsy Yu working that inside line as well as Lucille Brawl.
I don't know, why am I thinking of noodles right now? Lucille Brawl weaves in and out for another scoring pass. Killer Bees defense, tough. Patsy Yu battling, gets recycled once again.
Oh, Lucille Brawl through once again. Some nice defense here by the Bees. Killer, T-Rex. Healthy looks like in that group. As well as Yellow Jacket in that group of defense as well. Just nowhere for Patsy Yu to go. Oh, and Voldemort with a nice run out on Lucille Brawl on that exchange. Now they go. Patsy Yu is now through on the initial pass.
All right, Patsy Yu is out.
That's a hard-fought jam win. Lucille Brawl is through. And there's the call.
Lucille Brawl, 24-point jam. Holy mazzow.
Well, that's how roller derby goes, though. You want one huge jam.
Beelzebub and All Ice are jamming. Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is clear.
All right, Beelzebub being recycled there.
That's
Now looking for that inside line is Beelzebub, 2 to go. And it's Beelzebub, your lead jammer. And meanwhile, All Ice now finds the outside and is on the initial pass. Oh, and a penalty called now on Beelzebub. So, another power jam for All Ice and the Skaters of Doom. Nice defense here. False glitch in that mix. 81 Pom Pom Fury also in there with some nice defense. Beelzebub back out of the penalty now and skating into the pack. Four, 2, 3, Leonard Skinner headed over there to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box for a little chill out session. Meanwhile, both jammers are through. And the jam runs out of time. We'd like to shout out our good friends at Black Cat Plumbing, your local neighborhood plumbing company and proud sponsor of Rose City Rollers since pretty much forever. That's our good friends at Black Cat Plumbing.
Yellow Jacket and Explosive.
Oh, Yellow Jacket jamming now with one Killer Bee still in the penalty box.
Ooh, fast jammers.
And Explosive also out and on the initial pass. Yellow Jacket finding their way through the penalty pack. Oh yeah, and Explosive coming up out of that pile and in the lead here. There's the call off from Yellow Jacket.
like to thank 187 Killer Pads, exclusive protective gear sponsor of the Rose City Rollers, helping to keep our skaters safe out there.
Wait, time out. All right, we have a timeout.
Official timeout. This timeout brought to you by Deb Constable, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. Welcome to PDX.
Hold on, we still haven't started. Skaters are excited to go. All right, here we go now. Power start for Scarburst and the Killer Bees. Scarburst looking for a way through there, run out of bounds. And there it is, Scarburst now through. And out of the penalty boxes and explosive and on the run.
Coming in hot.
And there's Scarburst through and calls it. All right, well, it looks like we may have time for one more jam before halftime. Don't forget at halftime, get your raffle tickets, go check out our merch. Maybe some snacks out the back there.
Yeah. Remember, those snacks support the Rosebuds All-Stars national travel team.
All right, here we go. Honeybee Sting and Piranha Pixie are jammers this time. Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is empty at this moment.
Honeybee Sting.
Yeah, Honeybee Sting, lead jammer for the Daughters of Skaters of Doom.
Honeybee Sting trying to find a way through that tough Killer Bees defense. Dynamite, T-Rex is going to be the last line of defense there, but Honeybee Sting gets through. There it is, now it's halftime. Get your snacks, get your merch, get your raffle tickets. We'll see you in a bit. All right, and we're back. Lucille Brawl, Pandemonium jamming. Lucille Brawl out for lead jammer.
And Pandemonium now through on the initial pass. Lucille Brawl right on their tail, and there's your call off.
Halsey and Patsy Yu. Halsey out for lead jammer.
Some nice defense by False Glitch that time, but Patsy Yu does make it through.
They saw that opening and went for it.
That's 132, the Kraken jamming for the Skaters of Doom.
And Beelzebub for the Killer Bees. Beelzebub sees an opening on the outside. Sneaks on through. Here comes the Kraken. Release the Kraken.
And Beelzebub now through for the Killer Bees and scoring points. That's some nice one-on-one blocking there. Yellow Jacket for the Bees. On the Kraken is now through though. And scoring points as well. There's the call off from Beelzebub.
Ballistic and False Glitch jamming. False Glitch sees that opening and slides right through for lead jammer.
Ballistic now working through the pack on the inside and is through on the initial.
False Glitch with the fake out. Scores and calls it.
We'd like to thank Porque No Taqueria, the sunniest place in Portland. Voted the best tacos and Mexican food in PDX. Check out our friends. Porque No.
I always forget that it's right by my house, Portano, and I always forget to get my RCR discount.
Are you talking about the one on Mississippi?
No, the one on Hawthorne.
Oh. I don't even know the one on Mississippi.
I always forget my RCR discount.
All right, Lucille Brawl once again for the Bees and Honey Bee Sting now jamming for the Skaters of Doom. And Lucille Brawl is through to take lead jammer. Oh, nice block out there. yellow jacket all over the track again. Lucille Ball right now in front of the crowd here. Orange Creamsicle with some nice blocking. 77, that's Hitterbug in there as well.
Orange Creamsicle doing a good job organizing the defense on the Skaters of Doom. Killer Bees stretching out that lead little by little, 104 to 68 now. Bob the Fred and Lil Havoc at the line. Bob the Fred sees that opening. Lead jamming.
Nice defense there by Pandemonium for the Skaters of Doom. Meanwhile, Bob the Fred all the way back around, engaging the pack now.
Bob the Fred finds that opening on the inside, makes the scoring pass.
Here's like number 5, Doomsday Adams in there on that action on the defense on the other side as well. Back straightaway. 7, 8, 9, all ice. Also some nice defense. Your captain today is all ice.
Eight points on the board now for Bob the Fred and the Skaters of Doom.
Bob the Fred through again.
So far, pretty big jam here for Bob the Fred and Skaters of Doom on the comeback trail.
Bob the Fred once again. It's a huge jam for the Skaters of Doom.
Huge jam for Bob the Fred. Now 20-point jam.
And there the time runs out. Wow, that was a huge jam for the Skaters of Doom. What a comeback. Plenty of time left, just under 12 minutes to go.
Another jam like that, and it's anybody's game.
It looks like we might have an official review called here. And as always, our timeouts are brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor, the official realty sponsor of Rose City Rollers. I also understand that Deb Counts Tabor is hosting a free home buying / home selling webinar on Sunday, September 15th from 11 a.m. to 12 on Zoom. So don't miss out. If you're looking for any of that kind of information, details are at rosecityrollers.com.
So it's after 12 o'clock now. You can head over to the concession stand and get yourself a two-town cider. Damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest. Grab a two-town cider. We also like to thank 888, exclusive protective gear sponsor of RCR, the certified sweat saver, developed and tested and trusted by the best. Certified sweat saver helmet from 888, designed for derby, vert ramps, and everything in between. Theater still a sponsor? The WSL Leadership Coaching. Oh yeah, there it is. We'd like to thank WSL Leadership Coaching. Learn how to transform impersonal conflict into organizational justice at WSLleadership.com.
Okay, Derby fans, also want to remind you that we have a raffle going on. Just under $350 value of that basket, all kinds of good stuff. Be sure to get your tickets. Don Juan coming around. Signing those tickets, we'll be pulling the winner at second game halftime.
Also, remember to head down to the concession stand.
Okay, Black was called an official review, looking for a high block call on the blue pivot. We did not observe sufficient context, so Black will not retain its official review.
Oh, sorry about that. We had a little technical difficulty there with the microphone, but we'll get it sorted out. Looks like the refs have it figured out. That's all that matters. All right, looks like we're going to have a power start here for the Bees. It's been a late penalty called on the jammer for the Skaters of Doom. And with that being said, Leonard Skinner is through and lead jammer for the Killer Bees.
There's the first scoring pass for Leonard Skinner. Here comes Bob the Fred.
Leonard Skinner through and scoring points now for the Bees. Meanwhile, Bob the Fred still in the pack.
Bob the Fred doing a great job staying inside the tape there, despite some tough defense.
Good nice try to block out there by Yellow Jacket, but Bob the Fred making it around. Whoa, and Leonard Skinner with a jump on the inside.
And there's the call off. Bob the Fred trying so hard to get over there and score some more. Ballistic and T-Rex at the line.
Looks like a Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is empty to start this jam.
Ballistic finds the inside. Here comes T-Rex flying
T-Rex, whoa, on the Jets, there's T-Rex.
I remember that celebration.
Oh, T-Rex with the apex hop. Wow, T-Rex on fire there for the Bees. Woo!
Boy, that'll light up the room, huh?
There you go. That brought us all back to life there. T-Rex, what a display.
I'm not quite sure that's why that's the first time we've seen T-Rex jamming tonight, but
I think that
always
was
a
today.
good show.
Today, anyway.
Yeah.
Here we go. Patsy Hugh and Megusa are jammers, and
Megusa quickly through.
Yeah. And Megusa on the inside. Running out of bounds over there by 777 trip, Screaming Death.
Patsy Hugh finds the opening. Killer Bees playing small ball there. 2 points and a call off.
All right, here we go. Once again, false glitch and Pandemonium is your lead jammer. False glitch also out.
It's a drag race.
Oh, and Pandemonium with the jump. False glitch is through.
Boy, these
Both
pedals are
skaters
putting
are
on a
through.
show now.
There's the call off from Pandemonium.
Four points each there, making it a 0 advantage jam.
All right, another timeout. Official timeout. Like we're all good. Just a quick question there. We're going to get started again. Yellow Jacket now jamming, I believe, for the first time today as well. Yellow Jacket is your lead jammer. Honey Bee Sting will be the jammer for Skaters of Doom.
Honey
Yellow
Bee
Jacket
Sting
coming around with the pack now.
That was an apex jump, wasn't it?
Once again, 3 and calling it off. 6.5 minutes to go here in the second half of this first game of our doubleheader here this afternoon. Season opener. Killer Bees now 129. Skaters of Doom 96. Still a really close game.
Scarburst and Bob the Fred jamming.
Oh, and Bob the Fred had a heck of a jam the last time out. We'll see how that goes this time. Scarburst finding the inside line and is through, lead jammer. Bob the Fred also out, right on the tail. Bob the Fred. And there we go. Scarburst quickly through.
Slides right through. Here comes Bob the Fred.
Scarburst run out of bounds there by the Skaters of Doom. Like screaming death once again with that nice recycle. This time it's Voldemort with a nice run out.
There goes Bob the Fred.
Bob the Fred run out of bounds that time again by T-Rex. Now playing defense.
Like Killer Bees laddering defense on Bob the Fred. Skaters of Doom managing to get an 8-point advantage on that last jam. Three minutes 45 left. Is there enough time?
All right, power start here for the skaters of Doom and the Kraken. 2 skaters in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box for the the Bees. And the Kraken working against that defense here. Yellow Jacket once again playing great defense. False glitch helping out there. And the Kraken is through as lead jammer. Scarberg's being recycled there by Pandemonium. And that's False Glitch headed to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. The Kraken run out of bounds there by Halsey. Some nice defense by the Killer Bees there. Oh, false glitch back out of the penalty box and headed to the front of the pack.
I've never seen that somersault defense tactic before.
The Kraken is now through. Boy, those were hard fought 4 points for the Kraken.
And the Kraken goes to the penalty box right at the end of that jam. So it's going to be a power start for the Killer Bees. Magusa jamming for the Killer Bees on a power start. Lead jammer.
That's a quick power jam now for the Bees. And Magusa run out of bounds at the side there. All right, the Kraken back out of the penalty box and slipping through and on the initial pass. Magusa now through the pack.
Boy.
All right, the Kraken back into the pack now.
Let's hear it for these skaters. This is the last jam of the game. The Kraken continuing to battle to the last. Magusa through the pack.
All right, the Kraken is through. 4 points for the Kraken. And we're on jam time now. Clock is over.
And there's the call off. Killer Bees 144. Skaters of Doom 117. What a great game for these guys. We'll wait for that final official score. All right, there's the final score. Killer Bees 144, Skaters of Doom 117. We're gonna have MVPs here in a minute, so stick around. Get out there on the track and high five your skaters. What a great game.
Come on out for that high five lap. Come on out to the track, everybody. The skaters are going to be ready to come around here in just a moment.
All right, let's start with the Skaters of Doom. Skaters of Doom, who do you got for MVP Jammer?
Lucille Brawl.
Lucille Brawl. And MVP Blocker?
Piranha Pixie.
Piranha Pixie. Congratulations. All right, Bees. Who you got for MVP Jammer?
Bob the Fred.
Bob the Fred, MVP Jammer. And MVP Blocker?
Orange Screamsicle.
Orange Screamsicle. Congratulations to all the skaters. What a great game. Season opener. Everybody get together and take your pictures.
Your science I can't describe. Love unexplainably taking flight like a sad